Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. I'm so happy to be back with you all today. You know, I get a lot of letters from you lovely people. And one thing I've been getting a lot of questions about lately is relationships. Specifically, why women might start to lose interest. So today, we're diving into that juicy topic. Why women lose interest. Avoid these common mistakes. And trust me, even I've learned a thing or two about this over the years. So let's get started. All right, let's talk communication, people. It's like the oxygen of a relationship. You know, like plants need water, we need air, and relationships need communication. You can't expect things to magically work out if you're not talking to each other. And I don't mean just talking about your day, like, oh, I went to the grocery store, they were out of my favorite almond milk, it was a whole thing. No, I'm talking about really communicating your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, fears, the whole shebang. Tell your partner what's going on in that amazing brain of yours. And listen, really listen when they're talking to you. Put down the phone, make eye contact, and be present. Because let me tell you, there's nothing more attractive than someone who's genuinely interested in what you have to say. It shows you care, you're invested, and you're in this thing together. Okay, this one's important. We all have emotional needs, right? We want to feel loved, appreciated, supported like we belong. And neglecting these needs in a relationship is like forgetting to water a plant. It's going to wither, and eventually it's not going to be pretty. Now, everyone expresses their needs differently. Some people are more verbal. They need those constant reassurances, those I love you sprinkled throughout the day. Others might show their love through acts of service, like making you breakfast in bed or folding your laundry, which, let's be honest, is a love language all its own. The key is to figure out what your partner needs to feel loved and appreciated. And then here's the big one. Actually do it. Don't just assume they know how you feel. Show them, tell them, make them feel like they're the only person in the room. Let's be real. Relationships take effort. They aren't just about the good times and the happy moments. They require work, patience, and understanding. It's about being there for each other, even when things get tough. It's like going to the gym. You can't just go once and expect to have six-pack abs. You need to show up consistently, push through the challenges, and stay committed to your goals. The same goes for relationships. You gotta put in the work, the consistency, the dedication. It's about making a conscious effort every day to nurture and grow your bond, just like you would with any other important aspect of your life. And just like a gym membership you never use, a relationship without effort is just a waste of everyone's time. It's not enough to simply be in a relationship. You have to actively participate and invest in it. Now, effort doesn't have to be these grand gestures all the time. It's not about expensive gifts or elaborate plans. It's about the small, everyday actions that show you care. It's the little things that count. Planning a date night, cooking dinner together, or simply spending quality time with each other. These moments create lasting memories and strengthen your connection, surprising them with their favorite coffee in the morning, leaving a sweet note, or just listening to them after a long day. These small gestures can make a big difference. It's about showing your partner that you're thinking about them, that they are a priority in your life. It's about making them feel valued and appreciated, that you care about making them happy. It's about being there for them, through the highs and the lows, and supporting them in their dreams and aspirations. And you know what? It shouldn't feel like a chore. If it does, then you might want to reevaluate if you're with the right person. Because when you're with someone who truly lights you up, making an effort comes naturally. If it feels like a burden, then maybe it's time to have an honest conversation with yourself and your partner. Relationships should bring joy and fulfillment, not stress and resentment. Because when you're with someone who lights you up, making an effort comes naturally. It's about finding that balance where both partners feel loved and appreciated. Making an effort becomes a joy, not a burden. It's about creating a partnership where both people are willing to put in the work to make the relationship thrive. It's not a burden, it's a joy. When both partners are committed, the relationship flourishes, and the effort feels rewarding. So cherish those moments, big and small, and keep putting in the effort. It's worth it. Okay, this one's non-negotiable, folks. When it comes to relationships, there are certain pillars that simply cannot be compromised. These pillars are the bedrock upon which everything else is built. Without them, the entire structure is at risk of collapsing. Trust and honesty are the foundation of any strong relationship. They are the glue that holds everything together, the invisible threads that weave two lives into one cohesive tapestry. Without trust, there is no security, and without honesty, there is no true connection. It's like building a house on solid ground versus quicksand. Imagine trying to construct your dream home on a shaky foundation. No matter how beautiful the house is, it won't stand the test of time. It will eventually crumble and fall apart. One's going to stand the test of time, the other, well, not so much. A house built on solid ground can weather any storm, while one on quicksand will collapse at the first sign of trouble. The same goes for relationships. Trust is about feeling safe and secure with someone, knowing they have your back, and they'd never intentionally hurt you. It's the comfort of knowing that you can be your true self without fear of judgment or betrayal. It's about being vulnerable, letting your guard down, and trusting them with your heart. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to the strength of your bond. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to deeper intimacy and understanding. And honesty? Well, that's the bedrock of trust. Without honesty, trust cannot exist. It's about being truthful even when it's hard, even when you think it might upset the other person. Honesty is the foundation upon which trust is built. It's about being truthful, even when it's hard, even when you think it might upset the other person. Because ultimately, little white lies always have a way of snowballing into bigger issues. What starts as a small deception can grow into a mountain of mistrust. Because ultimately, little white lies always have a way of snowballing into bigger issues. They create cracks in the foundation of your relationship, and over time, those cracks can become chasms that are impossible to bridge. So be open, be honest, and communicate with integrity. Make honesty a priority in your relationship. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. When you communicate openly and honestly, you build a foundation of trust that can withstand any challenge. Because once trust is broken, it's like trying to put a shattered vase back together. The pieces may fit, but the cracks will always be visible. The vase will never be as strong as it once was. You might be able to glue it back, but it'll never be the same. The scars of broken trust remain, and they serve as a constant reminder of the fragility of your bond. So cherish trust, nurture honesty, and build your relationship on a foundation that will stand the test of time. Now this one's all about keeping the spark alive. Relationships thrive on the little moments of joy and connection that we share with our partners. It's these moments that make the journey together so much more enjoyable and fulfilling. Shared interests are like the fuel that keeps the relationship engine running. When you engage in activities that you both love, it creates a bond that strengthens over time. Whether it's hiking through nature, cooking a delicious meal together, or even tending to a garden, these shared experiences are invaluable. It's about having things in common, activities you both enjoy, things you can bond over and create memories together. Riding bikes through the park, painting a masterpiece, or even playing a fun game can bring you closer. These activities not only provide enjoyment but also foster a deeper connection. Now, you don't have to love absolutely everything your partner loves. It's perfectly okay to have your own individual interests and hobbies. In fact, having some separate activities can be healthy for the relationship, giving each person space to grow individually. I mean, my wife Portia loves to hike, and I'd rather be on a beach somewhere with a good book. And that's perfectly fine. We respect each other's preferences and make sure to support one another in our individual pursuits. But we find common ground, things we both enjoy doing together, like trying new restaurants or going to see Broadway shows. These shared activities are what keep our relationship exciting and fresh. We love exploring new cuisines and experiencing the magic of live performances. The point is to find activities that bring you joy as a couple, that create a sense of togetherness and shared experiences. Taking a cooking class can be a fun way to learn something new together. Traveling opens up a world of adventures, and volunteering can be incredibly rewarding. It could be anything from cooking classes to traveling to volunteering for a cause you both care about. The key is to keep exploring and discovering new things that you both enjoy. This not only keeps the relationship dynamic, but also helps you grow as individuals and as a couple. The key is to keep things interesting, keep learning and growing together, and never stop dating each other. Celebrate your milestones, go on date nights, and always find ways to surprise and delight each other. This continuous effort to nurture the relationship is what keeps the spark alive and ensures a lasting, loving bond. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, understanding these common mistakes can help you build stronger and more fulfilling relationships. Because at the end of the day, we all deserve to be with someone who makes us feel loved, appreciated, and truly happy. See you in the next video.